Hey, what's up, guys? This is the Wadeville Wigglers here. I'm Austin. I got my lead cameraman right here, Cody.
What's up?
Chris is off, getting all the equipment ready, getting all the cameras, flashlights, the whole jazz, right? Well, we got a little special for you tonight, 2 for 1. We got an old abandoned house and a graveyard. No stories behind either one. They just look kind of spooky, creepy. So we really want to go check those out. Maybe we'll get something. Hope so. Hope you're following us on our page. We'll keep you updated. And that's about it. Alright guys, we're about to go in this house right here. It's pretty old, pretty abandoned. A lot newer than our previous house, the Craven house. This house doesn't have any story behind it. We got permission from the owners, as we said in the previous video, and it's not too bad actually. Dark as shit, very dark. So we can't really check this out. Maybe we'll find something. We hope so. We hope so. So just stick with us as we go through this. All right? Peace out. Let's go.
Wadeville out.
We are just here to adventure, to explore, just curious. Is it weird? It's got that Silent Hill right up to it. Look at the attic, boys. We have a spooky attic, boys. Could be a real life episode. It's not.
Why somebody's up in that motherfucker?
Oh, fucking shit. Why the hell would you do that all places in that abandoned house?
Where was the house? Where was the fire at?
Fire was in the back there. There was a fire in this house. Not too long back. That's the kitchen right there. Oh, what a minute. Can you get up there?
I ain't getting up in there.
No, trying to. That's a big attic. I'll go behind you. I'll check out the rest of the house.
Well, y'all gonna film some with the camera too, cause it picks up more too.
But slide insulation in there. Here's the fire was. House seems to be clear of any people.
We're 10-4 on this.
Okay.
Alright.
Come on.
This is your boy Cody. We're going through the house right now. Really ain't finding anything. Hope it's not a bust, but we got a couple more rooms and we gotta go to the attic, but I'm out for right now. See ya.
Alright, we're about to go up in this attic right here. Got a little step ladder this time. Not as spooky, but we haven't really got much on footage yet that we've seen or on pictures. But we're going to keep looking. We're going to hope for the best. So wish us luck up here.
Yeah, I don't think nothing here. But I still don't feel good climbing that hole.
You never know till you see.
Let's keep it rolling.
Be careful. Take a couple pictures.
Are you recording this thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And for y'all's info, it was a little bit warm when we come in this house, and it's actually getting pretty colder.
It's clear up there. There's nothing up there. Alright, let's check it out.
You know, on the grills, they crawl up in the attic and the bitch ends up behind them. That's all.
Yeah,
I'm going 360 on this one.
I know what you mean. That bitch didn't have any more people behind her either.
Good. Just a second. What you got? Crazy. Obviously, it's a dark hole. You left, I know it's 3 in the morning. Watch your step when you get up there. Come on now. Come on.
Alright, what's up guys? We wasn't too happy with the house we just come from. We didn't get a lot of activity at all. So we decided to do a 2-for-1 on this, and now we're at some random creepy ass graveyard with like a shit ton of coyotes howling. So we're gonna see what we can do here, take some pictures, EVP, get some video in, test out our cool little ass lights.
Yep.
And you know, hopefully we get something out of it. If not, oh well, you know, all of them can't be winners. Ain't that right, Cody?
Yeah. Get some bust up in here.
Alright guys, we're walking around the cemetery right now. Actually turning up pretty good on all our pictures. We're getting a lot of orbs. Really good ones actually, very clear. Shortly we're going to do an EVP session. Hopefully hear something off that one. From what we've been taking pictures of, we're probably almost definitely going to see one. So keep your hopes up. And that's it for this one.
Alright guys, we're sitting in the middle of this graveyard here. We have the handheld all the way across on the other side. We took the blue light and put it with that. And we're going to record from the camera and the laptop and see what we get here. Like I said, we're in the middle of the graveyard. We got really good pictures of orbs. So we'll see what we get. Here we go.
Hey, it's Cody. Officer Mims over there. Trying to talk. It's getting foggier, colder. But we're gonna sit here for a little bit.
What?
Hey guys, this is Wadeville Wiggles here. I'm Austin.
Cody.
What the? Alright guys, that was just a little ghost hunter humor we had there. Don't worry about it, no dogs were harmed in the making of this video.
She couldn't handle it anyway.
Alright guys, we're going to get down to business right now. We're going to talk about our little investigation last night. We're going to talk about the old abandoned house first. When we got there, the place was pretty growed up. There were a lot of trees and stuff around it. Didn't have to move too much, didn't get harmed or anything, if that's what you're wondering. Didn't really come up with much. I took a lot of pictures. The house wasn't too worn down. Looks like someone have lived there maybe in the past 2-3 years, I'd say. And like I said, nothing out of the ordinary happened. Didn't get that much colder in the house. It was actually kind of warm. We went through the house first one time, did a sweep, make sure everything was safe and all right. Went up to the attic to check on everything, make sure nothing was bad up there. And it's pretty warm up there too, so we could tell probably from then that there weren't too many spirits in the house. And I'm gonna have Chris tell you about the EVP sessions and the pictures we took.
All right. We took a ton of pictures in that house, just trying to get something. Because we didn't have a strange feeling or anything when we walked in there. So we probably took close to 150 pictures, and we probably got maybe 15 good ones that had anything in them, and some of it might even been dust. But the EVP, we went up into the attic. Me and Austin set up there on a little. They had a platform up there, and we put the computer down and all our gear. Cody stayed downstairs, and we asked questions for probably, I don't know, 10 minutes maybe, and we didn't hear anything. The audio, when we come back and amplified it, we didn't get anything out of it. But during the EVP session, something brushed up against him, and
on my hand first.
Yeah, I'll let him tell you about that.
Yeah, while they was up there asking questions and stuff with the EVP, I was holding a flashlight downstairs, and something brushed against my hand, and they was up there for a little bit longer, and something kept touching the back of my neck a couple of times. I didn't want to turn around, but
yeah, we got back down after he claimed something touched him, and we took a picture down the hallway. Behind him, it was the door that was going out to the front of the house, and we had this real good picture of this orb. It looks like it's on the wall, but we filtered it out, and it's out from the wall. It's nothing, no reflection or anything on the wall, and it's a really good bright orb. And it's that's, if you want to know what a real orb looks like, that's what it is. So I don't know if that's what was messing with Cody. I don't know. It could have been a draft. It's just hard to tell. But the picture proves that something was there at that point in time. But besides that, it was pretty much a bust the whole night there.
So guys, verdict here is busted.
Yep.
All right, now we're gonna go on to a little more interesting story of the cemetery. I didn't know what to expect. I was kind of skeptical about a cemetery. Dead spirits. You'd think, they're not gonna have it a graveyard, right? They're gonna have it buildings and stuff. I was wrong. We came up with a lot more than we thought, but we didn't come up with anything per se at the time. We thought we were going to go out there and maybe hear some movements or hear some noises, but we didn't. But what we found out when we got there is, the place got so much colder as we stayed. We did EVP sessions, we did pictures, we went around the perimeter. We walked around several times and we set up lights, and I'll have Chris tell you about the EVPs and the pictures.
Yeah, we set up. We had 3 recorders throughout the cemetery. We had one in the center and then one on each side, and we just walked around. We were all split up at the time at different spots in the cemetery, asking questions, and it's the same thing as the house. We didn't hear anything. We didn't get no weird feeling. Besides, it got colder probably about 45 minutes after being there. It got cold and fog started rolling in. But we tried everything. We had those lights. We tried that for attractions for them talking to the light. We tried to get him to move the light. Nothing happened. Now, there's one point on the EVP session. Cody comes to the center, and we have video and audio of it. But I'll let him tell you about that. But the pictures, we got a lot of orbs there. Now, some of it is dust. And if you know anything about orbs, you can distinguish which is which. But we got some really good bright orbs. Some are in the trees, some are in the woods, some are on the ground. They're everywhere. You just have to look. Some of the better ones we try to pinpoint to you on the video. But if you can pause it and zoom in some kind of way, you can see faces in some of them, not all of them. But the EVP, as far as on scene, didn't go good at all. No activity, no nothing. But once we got back here, it was a complete different story after we amplified the audio. But I'll let Cody explain about what happened or what he did when he went to the center of the graveyard, and then we'll let you know what it all said.
When I was in the center of the graveyard and Chris was over there with the little recorder, Austin was over there with the camera, and I was with the laptop. Well, I was in the center, but I walked back to the laptop, and I done like a little short speech telling y'all what was going on and stuff. And right after I said my name, I did not hear nothing. But after I said, "Hey, it's Cody," some woman come on there and said, "Help me, Cody." So that was kind of weird.
Yeah, and what we were using to get that noise is called Spearcom. It's an experimental tone they developed in Europe, and that worked really well. We got a lot. I'm telling you, a lot of good EVP stuff. I mean, it's not the clearest in the world, and it's not the best that I've heard, but you can really tell what's what. One point, we're through the white noise, you hear it's either Sandy or Cindy, and then it has "Help Me," and the E is drug out like for at least 2 or 3 seconds, and that's before that happened with Cody.
Mm-hmm.
But the Cody part,
it was plain as day.
Yeah, it's just like Cody, help me, and the E's just drug out. So we got some really good EVP off of that. We're gonna play it. We played it 3 or 4 times in the movie here, so you can hear it real good. But you're not really gonna hear it unless you have a way to amplify, like a surround sound or a subwoofer with a computer. Just computer speakers just aren't gonna do it. You can't get them loud enough. The frequency's different. So like if you have a home surround sound system, get an auxiliary cable, hook it up to your computer, turn your surround sound system wide open whenever we start doing the EVP stuff, and you can hear it just plain as day. And I can swear to you, nothing was edited. It's all raw footage. The only thing we done to the footage is cut out bits and parts that were irrelevant to what was happening. They didn't have. It was just static. Nobody wants to sit here for 2 hours listening to static. Total time in the graveyard was probably, I don't know, 2, maybe 3 hours by the time we got there. But there was definitely some activity there, and I hope y'all enjoy the video. Got any questions, just ask us. Don't believe us, screw you.
And don't forget about the loud footsteps we heard by the computer. None of us were near the computer at the time. We were all distant and far off from the computer, and no explanation for this because these footsteps were right on the computer. They were right on it. I mean, it sounded like someone was walking on the computer, and we're still not sure what that was. But we're certain that none of us were near it. So
the light, the blue light, we thought it was really something because we had the camera on the ground on our bags, and there was probably maybe 3 or 4 inches from the ground to the computer, and it looked. If you notice, we had those blue lights, and the blue lights we had were long. They're probably 10 inches long, and this light, you can hear this hissing sound, and it comes straight up from the ground. It looks like it just comes up from the ground and holds there, and you can hear me, Cody, and Austin talking in the background. Well, we walk up to the computer, or right before we get to the computer, and the light goes back down with the same sound. Well, we found that as busted after about 50 times of watching that video and messing with the camera, and it was the camera light. There's a blue light on the camera, and
when it apparently it got closed somehow, and it was reflecting off of the laptop. So that's what that was. So that was we was hoping it was gonna be something, but it ended up being nothing. So whatever.
All right, so guys, I think we got definite evidence that graveyard was haunted.
Yep.
I must say, and you judge for yourself. Look back over it. Tell us if you see anything we didn't see. There's a good chance we probably didn't. Tell us if you hear anything. Leave it in the comments. Like our page, like our Facebook page, like our YouTube page. That's about it, guys. We'd like to thank our sponsors, George Dickel.
Ain't nothing better.
And Mountain Dew.
Do.
See you guys next time.
Peace.